there, guys and gals. This is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com, and thank you so much for watching my video. Well, today I have a slightly different setup because my Mac decided to do an update that's going to take a little bit over an hour this morning. So I thought, okay, I'm rolling with the punches and I'm just going to film on my iPhone with a tripod on my desk. So that is our setup today. So I'm really excited to bring this topic of discussion today on my video because it is a discussion that I was having with a colleague recently. And we were talking about, being a top affiliate and basically it's something that's very humbling. I don't take it for granted. I'm super duper grateful. All right. But there's very few people inside of the company that I'm an affiliate for that have this amazingly gorgeous, beautiful plaque inside their offices like I do. And this represents earning over $200,000 in commissions inside of the company. So we started talking about the different journeys to become a top affiliate. We started to really talk about how I did it, because I didn't pay for ads. I didn't have a huge marketing budget. And I've got a family. So basically at a certain time of the day, I shut everything down and I go downstairs. My team knows this too. I go downstairs and I get into mom mode. I go like this because it's like my mom hat. So I go downstairs, I become a mom, and that's it. I am making breakfast. I am serving my family. I'm being a wife and a furry mom to my dog and all this stuff. So what is the secret formula? If you're not using, if you don't have a huge solo ad budget or a big, pay-per-click budget, or if you don't have any of these fancy things that maybe people that are, at the super duper top are doing, how can you even begin to compete, right? Well, in this video, I want to share with you just a couple of secrets that I believe are kind of the real meat and potatoes behind how I was able to cross over $200,000 in commissions inside of my company. I really want to kind of share those things because I don't think that a lot of people really talk about it. So in this video, if you want to know, if you don't have a huge ad budget and if you don't have this huge circle of influence in an existing market, people already know you from different networking things that you're doing, if you're kind of just starting out, right? Then what are the few things that you really need to know that are really going to help give you that boom, that extra edge that you're looking for in your network marketing or affiliate marketing sponsoring efforts? If you want to know what I believe those things are, then keep on watching. Alright, guys and gals, again, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Please take just one little moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Alright, guys and gals, well, I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I still pinch myself because sometimes I still can't believe that I was able to achieve the things that I did inside of my company. It was a long time coming. I struggled for a very long time. I really started online in 2008. And I would say that I learned through the school of hard knocks. I tried so many different things and failed. I was a forum headhunter. I would go into forums and I would try to, just headhunt, look for people that I perceived as successful. And you're going to see my lighting change a little bit because my computer is restarting. As I said, my Mac is doing an update. So just so that you know, but just keeping it real this morning, guys and gals. All right. So, and so when I realized that the forum stuff really wasn't working, I did have a guy who was super duper kind. I will never forget. All right. And he taught me what I feel is one of the foundational things that led to my ultimate success after so long. And what happened is that he, when I tried to recruit him and I tried to spam him, he was like, I totally respect your hustle, but the way that you're approaching it is not really right. But here's the thing. I know that if you go and really study marketing and really invest in yourself, you are going to be an incredible marketer one day. I never forgot that. Why did I never forget that? I didn't just forget the words he said. What I never forgot was his kindness. I've seen horror stories of people that are brand new, they don't know what they're doing, and they go to Facebook and other places. Honestly, I think they're either being trained wrong or they're just way too excited and they don't really know how to approach people. But I've seen people just like, oh, like you're a spammer, this, that, and the other. And one thing I never forget, and this I guess would be my first tip, is I never forget where I came from. I never forget how I struggled. I never forget all the challenges and all the mistakes and all the things that I had to learn and overcome in order to finally break through. So being kind never goes out of style. And I think that being kind really goes a long way. I never have forgotten those words. Those words for me were like a pivotal moment in my online marketing career. So when you're out there marketing and when you're out there dealing with people, be kind. Remember where you started. Never forget what it took to get to where you are, and never forget all the people that God put in our path to make us better, to sharpen us so that we could be better leaders. And that leads me to my second thing. Honestly, I'm here by the grace of God. I am going to give credit where credit is due. I am a woman of faith. And honestly, if it wasn't for my relationship with God, I don't believe that I would have ever really made it that far. Because having a personal relationship with Jesus, okay, having a personal relationship made the difference. How else do you explain how I was struggling all the way to 2017? I was struggling, and then we were hit by a hurricane, and then you can go ahead and read my story if you'd like, right? I have my story written over at www.risemarketinganddesign.com/about, okay? But once I surrendered my life to Christ, okay? Once I surrendered my life to God, it was like overwhelming blessing. It really was. It was like clarity, approval, everything that I needed was like revealed to me. It was like opening up like this umbrella or something. You know what I mean? That it's like, okay, all of it now I'm under this kind of like umbrella where I'm being guided. And I can't really attribute it to anything else, because I have to give credit where credit is due. I truly believe that, there are two ways to do things. There's the very dog eat dog, worldly, competitive way where it's all about the money and you don't care who you have to hurt or climb over, or, that's one way. And then there is the more creative plane, right? Wallace D. Wattles actually talks about this in The Science of Getting Rich. He also talks about this too, that there is the creative plane and there is the competitive plane. And when you work on the creative plane, you are literally working with your creator. You're working with a higher power. You're working with your gifts, your strengths, your talents, in order to get to where you want to go. And you don't have to hurt anybody. Nobody has to lose in order for you to win. It can be a win-win situation. And I honestly believe that we need way more of that. We need more win-win situations. Sorry about the lighting, guys, but I'm on a roll, and so I'm not gonna go back and forth. But when my Mac turned off, so did my light. So we should have a win-win situation for everyone. You know what I mean? And definitely would love to see more of that in the marketplace. And so if you actually go to my signature, my website, one scripture that I absolutely love is Matthew 5:14. And I'll actually read it to you really quickly because it's one of my very favorite scriptures. Let me go ahead and find it. Matthew 5:14. I don't want to mess it up, okay? So Matthew, where are we? Matthew 5:14. Matthew 5:14. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, right? But let's read the next one too, because it's very important. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all those who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. I get chills, okay? This is beautiful. When we show up and be different in a world that's kind of dark, you know what I mean? And we treat people well, and we're kind with people, and we try to have patience with people. Definitely, I'm not perfect. Definitely, I fight the flesh a lot, okay? But I fight those worldly things a lot, obviously. But if we are kind, if we treat people well, if we try to learn to get along with maybe difficult personalities, that is going to help not only shine a light in the marketplace, but it's also going to kind of like show people that, this person's a little different. This person kind of stands out. And so I think that is really, really important. So whether you believe in that or not, I still think it's really, really great wisdom. So if you want to go again, check it out, go to Matthew 5:14, or you can also go to my website at www.risemarketinganddesign.com/about. I have some of my favorite scriptures that guide kind of like how I run my business inside of that page. And then the third thing, okay, I believe, and I haven't talked to you about running traffic. I haven't talked to you about, copyright. I haven't talked to you about any of that stuff. I'm talking in this video about the thing that goes on inside of us. Inside of us is the important, because whatever is in your heart comes out of your mouth, right? And so whatever comes out of your heart is also in your actions. It all works together. And so who we are, which falls into personal branding, which is why I love personal branding so much, but who we are, how we show up, how we treat others, honestly, to me, it's actually what I teach my children. I believe that our character and who we are as people and how we show up is way more important than good grades or certificates or even plaques, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? This is just a result of the things that I'm telling you, okay? Obviously, there's the actual practical stuff like being consistent, creating content, making your videos, showing up, follow-up emails, all that stuff, all the marketing things that go on. But I'm talking a little bit of a deeper level of things, okay? So hopefully you're getting value from what I'm sharing with you so far, because I was very inspired and I felt called to like really make this video today. Okay. Really quick, an example that I wanted to give you as to why it's so important, right? Like at the end of the day, your personality, your character, who you are, all those things are going to make the difference in your results ultimately, okay? Just like the kindness of that first guy made the biggest difference. If he would have been mean to me, I may have just been like discouraged and like I would have probably gone another way, right? So, just think about it this way. Two people are applying for the exact same job, right? They both have the exact same college education. They both have the exact same backgrounds. They have the let's even say they have the exact same like outfit on, because this happens a lot in affiliate marketing and network marketing. We're selling the same products. We are selling the same, opportunity. We have the same replicated website. So, but one person gets hired and the other one doesn't. And they're both equally, qualified, same, college certificate, all that stuff. What ultimately makes the difference? If they like you or not. It's your personality. It's who you are as a person. That is always going to have more weight over, what is on your resume or what is, on your pages. You understand what I'm saying? And this is kind of like those kind of like silent intangibles that a lot of people don't really talk about, right? It's the things that you cannot see, but are there, right? So hopefully that gave you like a light bulb moment when I shared that with you. Okay, the last and final tip is go get this book. Okay? It's called Personality plus how to understand others by understanding yourself. Okay. And there's even a personality profile test that you can take. Now, I'm going to kind of like just give you the gist of it. Some people teach it differently. Some people teach, I know Danny Johnson, she's a big network marketing trainer, and she teaches like the gems. So she'll teach like pearl, sapphire, emerald, I forgot what else. And some people teach it in colors, which is blue, red, green, yellow. And as a matter of fact, I have a real fun test that if you want to check it out and you want to see based on your personality, what kind of opportunity you would be best aligned with, I will have a link to that color test quiz inside of the description box right below this video. So make sure to check it out because it's a lot of fun. And it might, reveal like what kind of personality type you are and what kind of business opportunity you should be aligned with online based on your personality. So, here's the thing, personality plus, it's super duper important that if we are dealing in a business that we're dealing with people, and sorry guys, but what business are we not dealing with people, right? Every email, every click, and every analytic behind every single piece of data, guess what? There's a person. Behind every email, there's a person. Behind every website, there's a person. Behind this video out there, you watching, there's a person, right? So we cannot ever forget that we are dealing with people. So the better you become with people and the better you understand people and communicating with people, the better you're going to be able to, get in more of a leadership role. So I think one area where some leaders just don't put enough focus on is, not just communicating to people based on what you want, but literally understanding the different personality types so that you can communicate in the language that most other people understand. Okay. So in this book, I'm just going to give you the rundown really quickly. Oh gosh, let's see. I'll link the book for you below where you can get it. But basically it's the 4 personalities. It's sanguine, melancholy, choleric, and phlegmatic, which sounds like phlegm, but I digress. So it's again sanguine, melancholy, choleric, and phlegmatic. And the first, page number 16, it tells you to take your personality profile. All right, so let's just have a little fun, right? So popular sanguine personality. The popular sanguine is the extrovert, the talker, the optimist. Okay. Their strengths are, appealing personality, talkative, storyteller. I think I'm a little bit of the sanguine. I'm kind of I always say that I'm an introvert, but I think I'm kind of somewhere in the middle because I definitely relate to a lot of the lists here, like, good sense of humor, memory for color, things like that. I really do relate to a lot of the things in the strength column here inside of the sanguine. Okay. And then let's see, the melancholy is the introvert, the thinker, and the pessimist. Okay. So some of their strengths is deep and thoughtful, analytical, serious and purposeful, genius prone, talented and creative, artistic or musical. And basically we are a little bit of all 4 personality types. But based on how many, strengths you check off, you'll have a better understanding of who you are. Okay. So, all right. So I highly encourage you. It's a really fun read. You can go through everything and you can figure out, what personality type are you. If you've already read the book, let me know in the comments which personality type you are. I'd be really interested to know because having this information, you understand how you are, right? But then you can really start to understand who other people are. And so when you communicate, when you solve problems for people, when you help people, you get a vibe, you get a feel for how that person learns, how that person understands. And when you have a deeper connection with people, then I do believe that everything will take care of itself. When you there's another scripture that I absolutely love, that it says, first seek his kingdom of righteousness, and everything else will be added to you. And the way I see that in business is, if you, again, treat people well, try to understand people, do things in a more like on the creative plane way, right? Then you don't have to worry about anything else, because everything else will just fall into place. You don't have to be dog eat dog. You don't have to be competitive. You don't have to claw anyone. You don't have to do any of that stuff, which is really, really cool. So anyway, I hope that video inspired you. Can you believe that my Mac is still updating? Yes, it's still updating. But anyway, so this is right here with my Mac and everything. This is a perfect example of, if this one thing doesn't work, what else can you do to make sure that you get your stuff done? So, that's another leadership quality that you want to have, which is, how do I have this problem? How do I solve it? So the more you actually start solving problems for other people, the more money you're going to make. So hopefully that video helped you. So basically, be kind. It never goes out of style. Be kind. Second thing is, I believe a personal relationship with God is super duper critical. He's our creator. Our direct connection is with him. And so obviously I want to take guidance from my creator. And so he will always lead the way if you allow it. And then the third thing is, not only get to know who you are, but understand personalities, so that you understand how other people are, so that if you are met with a more difficult personality, don't look at it. I used to look at things that way. When I had a difficult personality on my team, I was like, oh, like, how am I going to deal with this and this and that and blah blah. And then one day I realized, this person has been put in my life to sharpen me, to be more understanding, to really, kind of like be more patient in myself. It helped me grow. And now I have the ability to deal with difficult people if I have to, because now, through improved communication skills, through improved understanding of people, I really believe that you can be successful, especially in a type of business that requires for you to sponsor and build big teams. So hopefully this video helped you. If you want to, again, know what your personality color type is, and you want to take a fun quiz, I will have a link for you right below this video that you can check out. But another powerful thing is, understanding the foundation of personal branding and what it takes to put all these tips that I've shared with you today, but also put them in practical use with, how to start sponsoring people, how to start leveraging content, how to start leveraging systems and funnels and things like that. And I talk about all that stuff inside of my signature 5-day How to Sell Without Selling challenge that you can check out over at www.risebrandingacademy.com. So make sure, if you haven't already, to check that out, because I take you through 5 days of training that will help you build a foundation for a business that stands the test of time. All right, guys and gals. Well, hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted the next time that I upload a video to my YouTube channel. So with that being said, this has been Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another video. Bye.